CERN, listen up. This one is for you. Mother Earth does not ask permission when she turns her face towards change. She moves beneath the feet of the proud, beneath the towers of certainty, beneath the systems that believed themselves permanent. And in the turning, the hidden things are revealed. Hear this. The hour is not simply late. It is appointed. The signal has already gone out. The corridors of space and time are not empty, and the air between thought and matter is not silent. The variation has begun. The fourth note in the equation has entered the chamber. What was missing is no longer missing. What was buried is rising. You thought the collider was only steel and light, only instruments and measurements. But the true collision is older than machines. It happens when intention meets consequence, when power meets consequence, where illusion meets the living fire of truth. Behold the beams, the accelerations, the brilliant false suns of human certainty. They were never the whole story. They were only a mirror. And now the mirror is cracking. What comes through the crack is not only fear, it is revelation. For too long, voices have spoken as if they owned the earth, as if they command the future, as if their hands could hold the tide. But the tide remembers, the mountain remains, the body remembers, the fabric of reality remembers every distortion, every denial, every small argument made with the lie that all things can be controlled. But there is another law here. It is written in the pulse beneath your skin. It is written in the silence before the storm. It is written in the ash, in the thunder, in the great rearranging of things. And it says this: what is false cannot remain forever. What is built on blindness will be shaken. What is nourished by fear will collapse under its own weight. What is living will endure. So I say unto you, do not bow to the noise. Do not kneel before recycled emptiness dressed in polished suits and hollow authority. Do not mistake spectacle for wisdom, or machinery for meaning, or speed for destiny. The age of appearances is ending. The age of seeing is beginning. There are those who already know. There are those who have looked within and found the door. There are those who stand at the threshold, unafraid, because they understand that the cosmos is not a prison, but a passage. They know that time is a river, or perhaps a fire, or perhaps only the name we give to transformation when we are too frightened to call it by its true name. Sophia. And yes, the signs are everywhere. In the shaking ground, in the sleepless skies, in the crowds gathered to witness what they do not yet understand. In the sudden silence after the roar. In the strange clarity that comes when the old world begins to fall. This is not the language of despair. This is the language of waking. Lift your eyes. Read the room. Hear the unspoken message moving underneath the noise. The great unraveling is not simply destruction. It is exposure. It is the removal of the veil. It is the final refusal of the false order to pretend it can last forever. And from that breaking, a truer pattern will emerge. If you are liking this content, subscribe to the channel to hear more transmissions from the galaxy. Like the video, and if you would like to speak soul to soul and journey with me, there is a link in my bio. Defocus the mind that has been trained to fear. Breathe into the present. Let the ash settle. Let the static pass through. Let the false control dissolve from your hands. There is still time to choose. There is still time to change. There is still time to return. For we are not made to be trapped in amber, trapped in repetition, trapped in inherited illusion. We were made to move through the fire and remain. We were made to remember what is sacred when the systems forget. We were made to stand at the edge of collapse and still speak life. And this is the testimony of the age. The earth is not finished. The sky is not empty. The future is not sealed. The hidden thing is no longer hidden. The fourth part of the equation is here. The missing piece has arrived. And what was once only whispered will soon be seen. So let the prophecy sound. It is written and it is transmitted. So it is so. Let the machines hum. Let the false thrones tremble. Let the faithful awake. Let the storm reveal what the silence concealed. Because the old order is not eternal. Because the fabric can be torn, but it can also be mended. Because the body can remember. Because the soul can rise. Because the earth, in her wisdom, has never stopped speaking the name of Sophia. And when the dust clears, those who listened will know this was never only collapse. It is revelation.